What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study on none other than US30. So without further ado, let's get straight into the charts. So the first thing we're going to start off by doing is doing our outline that we always do, and the outline consists of getting the previous day's high and the previous day's low. That's the first few things that I like to get down first. Then I like to move on to annotating the previous day's Asian session, which is going to be from 18 o'clock all the way to midnight. But in this case, when the market opened, it did leave this gap in the market, so we don't have that 18 o'clock. So I'm going to draw it from where the gap originally started. Boom, just like that. And then the last part of the outline is getting the 12 a.m. open, which is going to be right here. So the first areas that I want you guys to pay attention to are this high, this low, and this retracement. Now you might be wondering, why are all these areas important? I am going to show you why. So first things first, we had this previous day low, got retraced and into. Matter of fact, I'm going to start off up here. So overall, where did I get a trade this morning, and why did I think I was going to be able to have a winning trade? So the trade that I was able to catch was I was able to catch this long position that then ran all the way above. Now, why did I think price was going to continue going higher when it was falling? I'm going to tell you guys now. So the first thing I want you to pay attention to is this low right here. Why this low? Because this has been the low from the previous day's low. And why is that important? Because I'm going to use that as an anchor for my fib. So before all of this price action happened, this is all I had. So I'm simply going to pull my fib from that low to this high right up here. And you can see we did have this retracement in here. So there was a chance that price could potentially go higher after having this retracement. But in this case, price ran lower, but ended up holding this fib. That's why, one of the main reasons. So I had this fib long. I also saw that price came down and cleared this Asian session low. Now that isn't always going to be a confirmation for me. But in this case, we also see that after we cleared this low, we started rejecting the fib long. We also started rejecting this 33,000 big figure level. So we have 1, 2, 3 confirmations. Then the last confirmation I had was if you look at this gap. So if I get this gap from there to there, I'm going to label it fair value gap. The gap was fully filled before price retraced. So that was our fourth confirmation that gave me the reason to believe that price was going to overall expand to the top side. So we're going to annotate all of these things. And as you can see from here, price ran above. And when you're looking for overall reversal signals, you target the New York session high. In this case was the New York session high. And you simply would use that as a potential target. And just like that, you see price ran through it. And from there, price came all the way lower. Now let's annotate this so it makes it easier for everyone to understand why I was able to take this trade and what gave me the confidence to take it. So for one, like I said, we had 33,000 big figure level. So we had 33,000 big figure level, plus we had the fib long, along with we had a gap getting filled, the Asian range low cleared. I cannot type today. We had the Asian range low cleared. What was the other confirmation we had? Boom, boom, boom. Below the 12 a.m. open. What else did we have? And I think that was the majority of the confirmations. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 confirmations, and we were currently making the low of the day during the New York session, which is a confirmation that I like to look for when looking for reversal signals. Now that is where I was personally able to catch this trade. And where did I take profit? I took profit somewhere around here before price came to this high. I was about at a 1 to 2 risk reward. That's where I took majority of my profit and I left the runner. But then from here, price ran above and cleared this high. Now, why was this the high of the day? Now, this is where we go to look at the previous day's high. So now what are we going to do? Simply pull your fib from the previous day's high to the previous day's low and move it all the way over. Then you see we have this fib short retracement right here. So we cleared this high, tapped into this order block right up here. We have this order block right here, this 15-minute bearish order block, along with this 33,400 mid-figure level. not mid figure, big figure level. So now let's annotate that. So at what time was this? 10:45. So we have the high of the day at 10:45 a.m. along with the rejection of 33,400, along with the fib short. Boom. Along with the fib short, and along with the 15-minute bearish order block. And we also had a false break of the high that ended up leading into this. So we cleared the high, tapped into this 33,400 area, tapped into this 50%, it looks like, of this 50% of this 15-minute order block. So if I do this and get the 50% of it, boom, look at that, 50% of it, along with that fib short. We had all these other confirmations in here for why price should potentially fall. And as you can see, from there, price just melted. It just melted and kept on falling. And where did it go? Ran all the way back below the previous day's low and cleared the previous day's low. So the previous day low was targeted along with what level? What level is over here? I would say 32,800, but it wasn't tapped into. It did get close, but it wasn't tapped into. But I will just say it came to it, because on other case scenarios, the likelihood of price just being a few pips away is going to be very unlikely. So I'm just going to annotate this. At what time did this happen? 14:15, which is about 2:15. So we have the low of the day at 2:15 p.m. at 32,800 after previous day's low was targeted. So this is what ended up becoming the low of the day from here. Now, this is a pretty simple day overall, price action wise. This is the main trade that I caught, but this is the main trade of the day that you guys would have been able to catch. But me personally, I wasn't trading at 11 o'clock, and I caught this whole move before it happened, so I was perfectly fine with being out the move. But now let's get down to schematic of what happened. So we had the Asia session range. London session, we had a push higher. Came down for that New York session, clearing the lows. Came up, cleared those highs, and then from there, we kept on going lower. So here, let me make this a little bit cleaner. Just like this. So just like this. This is a very clean example of an overall bearish New York reversal. At first, I was thinking it was going to be a bullish New York reversal and continue going higher to possibly the previous day's high. But in this case, it was a bearish New York reversal after it made the high of the day at 10:45 a.m. And then from here, price ran all the way down, targeting the previous day's low and targeted a big figure level 32,800 and created the low of the day. So it's very simple what happened today. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. Simple things that happen on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. These are just things that you need to be able to recognize in real time, because if you can recognize these things happening, that's what's going to give you the confidence to take trades in the future and give you the confidence to hold trades longer and just give you the confidence to add more risk onto specific setups. Why would you add more risk on specific setups? Because you know that if there's a certain amount of confirmations that are happening at once, then you know there's a high probability of that trade happening. And when you have a trade that you know is more than likely going to go your way, those are going to be the setups that you want to put more risk on, because you don't want to put more risk onto a setup you aren't sure with. That's why you risk less on what you're unsure of and risk more on what you're sure of. That's why, for example, when I'm trading reversal setups, I'm risking only 0.5%. But if I'm looking for a bullish or bearish London continuation instead of a reversal, I'm going to put maybe 1 to 2% risk, because I know there's a high likelihood on a trending day that those setups are going to play out. So that's just an example of that. But nonetheless, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this screenshot. I'm going to put it in the Telegram. So if you aren't in the Telegram, make sure you join that. It's free. The link is in the description. And I'm active every single day. I send my live trades. And if you were in there today, you would have saw how I was able to catch 240 points with this trade today. So you're missing out. 331 members currently. Free Telegram. We're active every single day, sending trades, sending charts, and I actually go back test with them here and there. Not every week. I need to get into it every week, but they get everything and they get all my time. So if you're not in it, make sure you join it. But on that note, if you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow morning for my next live session, trading session. And that's really it. So everyone have a good night, good trading, and I'll see you all in the morning.